going? I hope everyone is doing well and having a good day or night whenever you see this. um, so this is going to be a general reading for Aries for July 1st through the 16th. I'm doing it a little bit early just to, get ahead on stuff. I have some things coming up, so I want to make sure all of them get out in time. All right, so here, Aries, I've pulled all of your cards, tarot cards and oracle cards that we'll do at the very end here. And if you're not watching the live too, and you watch this later and you want to see a picture, I will take a picture at the end that I'll be posting on my Facebook. So if you want to take a look at it while you watch or listen, or just see the later time, what have you, it'll be, all the instructions will be down below in the description box. Okay. So I'm doing also something a little different this time where I'm going to go over really quickly a couple of key astrology notes that will affect everyone during this time. Okay, so if you're not interested in that, you can always, again, if you're not watching the live, like fast forward to, right when you see me do the sound bell. That's usually when I officially start the reading. All right, so anyway here, so yeah, this reading, also I wanted to say too before we get started on the astrology notes is, and I will put it in the description box and also in the title of this video, but every reading I do is timeless. That's why I always say time is fluid, time is relative, it can resonate, for example, 6 months in the past, 6 months in the future, 3 months, 2 days, a week, 5 years, whatever it is, okay? So everything is always timeless, okay? So I just wanted to say that I just put the dates in case, it's like a nice way to watch things, how they go with you currently with the current astrology, but you can even go back to a reading from a couple of years ago, for instance, like with other readers too. So it always resonates, and whenever you see this message, it is meant for you, okay? All right, so I think I said all those things, all the important things before. So yes, on July 1st, we have the last quarter moon, and then on July 3rd, Jupiter quintiles Uranus, okay? So Uranus rules Aquarius, right? So themes of technology, rebellion, innovation, okay, that kind of stuff. So it is a key thing to look out for. You can always check your chart and see where your Aquarius or your Uranus placements might be, or if you have Jupiter, where it is in your chart and how these things might affect you. Okay, but it is general for this part we're talking about here. All right, and then on July 9th, right, the new moon goes into Cancer because we're already in Cancer season, starting from June 22nd onward, okay? And then on July 11th, Mercury leaves Gemini and it enters Cancer as well. So this might be a really nice relief for everybody because when Mercury was in retrograde, Mercury rules Gemini, it was Gemini season, okay? So, for some people, they could have been feeling it, pretty intensely in different ways, okay? But, basically when Mercury enters Cancer, it's going from the information, talkative side of Gemini into the more slower, emotional, nourishing Cancer. Okay, so it just might be interesting and tense in other ways, but it might be a nice relief. Okay, that's how I'm going to look at it anyway. And then on July 14th, Pallas, okay, it's an asteroid, it's not a planet, it goes into retrograde. So some people call it Athena Pallas, okay, because it has the same kind of themes that Athena, the Greek goddess, has, okay? So talented, yes, talents in the arts, wisdom, defense, intuition, justice, and being an artisan, okay, are themes of the Pallas Retrograde. So I think I looked it up earlier. See, there you go. It's timeless. About, anytime a planet goes direct or retrograde or even a large asteroid that affects us, You can always look back, like from the last time this was happening, let's say from a year ago. It depends on how often the retrogrades happen, and see where you were in your life then, and see if there's any parallels or changes, what have you. So I'm just going to look up real quickly. I should have wrote it down, but here we go. Pallas Retrograde 2021 dates. I think it said it was like May through December or something. I'm trying to remember now. Okay, so no, I'm sorry. It's the Athena Pallas, I don't know how you say it. Retrograde is from May 18th through September, not December, through September 5th. So there could be certain things that were happening last year during that time that might coincide with this happening again on July 14th, okay? And I always say too that retrogrades get a bad rap. It doesn't mean that it's always going to be something bad. It could also just mean that you need to visit something again, relearn a lesson, or close a chapter or something like that, okay? So going forward, the last thing, and then we'll get into your reading, is on July 15th, Chiron, which is another asteroid retrogrades, right? So Chiron, I actually have a Chiron candle on my website as a little shout out there. But Chiron is the Greek god of healing. He's the wounded healer. It's the soft underbelly, the vulnerable side, okay, of what's going on with us. And so when Chiron goes retrograde, it asks us, you know, and it depends, of course, because this is general, right? In the past, if you made certain actions without plans, and this is that Chiron in retrograde is really like asking you to get more organized, to use your intellect in making decisions, and then slowly progress forward and take action, okay? So it's almost like with any retrograde, it's asking you to slow down, right? So when Mercury goes in retrograde, communications slow down. Things like don't always go at the same intensity as it normally would. Okay, so it's not necessarily bad, just asking us to revisit something. All right, so with that being said, Aries, let's get into your reading here. I'm just going to put this over here. Now, I'm not sure which ones of you, of my viewers, have watched the reading that I did earlier for Cancer, their start of their season, right? So they're going first now when I do the order of the new readings. But the reason I'm mentioning is they had instead of the 6 that we usually do, they had a 7th, just like you, Aries, and they also had 5 confirmation cards, just like you. So I'm not sure if it has something to do with the energy, but I kept asking my spirit guides, and I was like, "Are you sure you want this? Are you sure you want to make this reading longer for me?" And they kept saying yes. So we are going to go with what we have here. Anyway, that being said, it is a pretty good reading. So let's do a little sound bath here for some grounding, general grounding and healing. So I almost picked up the crystal there instead of this. So if you want to, you can take a deep breath in and out whenever, or you can just listen to. Okay. Okay, Aries. I think that was a good one. All right. So yes. Also want to say if you're new, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back, of course. So let's get into your reading here, because we got a little bit of extra. Okay. Extra cards here. So I'm going to set my timer, even though it's not going to probably go by that, but that's okay. The message is the most important. That's what I always feel. Okay, so for you, Aries, we're going to go over your first main 7 cards here, okay? And then we will get into your tarot confirmation cards and what's on the top and the bottom of each deck, okay? So let me just make sure. Yes, okay. All right, so Aries, you have 8 of Sacred Circles upright, 2 of Cups upright, the Chariot in reverse, okay? Then you have Queen of Cups upright. I'm sticking to everything, sorry, Daphnia, that's my doll. And then you have 2 of Sacred Circles in reverse, Princess of Cups upright, and then your last one is Death in reverse here, Aries. Okay, so this is energy. Remember in the first row here, starting around July 1st, can be a little bit before, a little bit after. Okay, going through that first week and weekend of July. And then the second row here and this one over here, you'll see it more when you look at the photo if you check it out. But the last 4 cards is your second week and weekend of July. Okay. And also wanted to say real quick too, that if this isn't your energy, Aries, it could be the energy, it could be reverse energy, right? So energy of the person or people you're dealing with, an organization, or just your general environment, surroundings. Okay, so always keep that in mind as well. Anyway, that's like a mouthful. So your first card is a nice energy to start with. This is all about practicing a trade or a craft, about learning something in the process of growing, right? This is very nice, sturdy, abundant energy. Okay, so this is the 8 of Sacred Circles, also known as the 8 of Pentacles upright in other decks. Okay, and again, Aries, this could be energy from the recent past or energy that's still around here, okay? But not a bad card to start your reading off with. I'm just trying to decide here with my spirit guides to talk about when I'm talking about your what's in the top and the bottom of each deck here, because they're all actually within your first 2 cards. Every time I do a reading, it's in a different place. So actually, I'll talk about it after your second, because that's what they kind of said to me again. All right. So anyway, Aries, your first 2 cards are beautiful. Look what you got here. You got the 2 of Cups, okay? This is a union card, okay? Obviously, it can be romantic from the imagery, but it can also be work partnerships. It can be a union with a deeper level of union with a friends or family, or deeper union of different parts of yourself coming together, okay? However it resonates for you. But it's an equal give and take. They're each giving each other a cup of emotional fulfillment, okay? The cups are upright, and it's divinely guided with this kind of angel lion alchemy symbol in the background here. So really nice energy, again, of equal give and take. Beautiful. All right. And this union here could be a union from the past, or it could be reminding you of a union of the past, or it can be from past lives. It all really depends. But the reason why I said that is because of where my spirit guides wanted me to talk about the placement of your cards. All right, so let's get into it. So on the top and the bottom of your ancestral path, that's the main cards I'm using here, deck. You have the Lovers on the top, and you have the Sun on the bottom. So beautiful, okay? And this is energy, again, from the recent past, why certain cards have come out and energies just kind of still lingering on. So in the recent past, you also had like a divinely guided union, okay? There was a higher a higher vibrational love, okay? So it's not the devil card or lust or something like that, right? It's more about pure love, okay? Again, whether it's romantic or a work partnership or friends or family, or a union of different parts of yourself, okay? But it's a really nice energy of giving and receiving and just very positive, okay? And then you have the Sun card here. This is the brightest card in the deck. It is beautiful, all right? And so in this one, you have this like Egyptian imagery, and it's the light coming, out of the pyramid, okay? So this is all about enlightenment, youthful energy, creative spark, right? Aha moments, spiritual downloads. Oh, yes, I finally understand. Okay, just really nice energy. And this is energy, again, from the past, Aries, So this could have led to, again, I'll show you your first two cards that we have in the present, right, is the Eight of Sacred Circles upright and the Two of Cups upright. So you can kind of see this past union and this enlightenment enforcing this energy of learning something new, honing a craft, working hard, stacking your pentacles or your sacred circles, and then again, another union, equal union, give and take. So that's really nice. All right, so this goes here. And then I'm going to keep holding these, or I'll pick them up again in a moment. But your other two, what was on the top and the bottom of your deck, right? Sorry, let me turn that down. From the Llewellyn deck, which is the one with the yellow border that I use for the confirmation cards. If you're not familiar with Llewellyn, they're a very famous New Age publication. It's been around forever. Anyway, what was on the top of this deck was the Three of Wands in reverse, and what was in the bottom was the Seven of Wands in reverse, okay? And again, this is energy from the recent past. What is recent past? You have to answer that for yourself, as it is a general reading. But it means in the recent past, Aries, before that, okay, like a deeper past, you were in an observational phase, and you were learning by doing people watching and just taking some moments of solitude and even like hermit energy. But here it's reversed, right? The Three of Wands is reversed. So that's saying that then you were ready to now take action with something. And with that too, so beautiful here. It looks like you were working on yourself here, Aries, because you let go of a lot of defense mechanisms here. Or if it's not defense mechanisms, it could be just survival mode, right? So when this normally Seven of Wands is upright, he's not balanced, okay? He's like, his feet are like precariously in the water. He could slip at any moment, but he's always ready for war. He's always like in that survival mode, okay? He can't take a break. So when it's in reverse, that's actually how you want to see it, okay? So once you come out of that energy of the recent past where you were observing something in your solitude, figuring things out, and then you start to let go of that defensive energy, survival energy. And that again leads to your first two cards in the present, okay? The Eight of Pentacles upright, or Eight of Sacred Circles, right? And the Two of Cups. So that's really beautiful, Aries. All right. Okay, so moving forward, now that we've talked about all of that, there is a little bit of a blockage here. I would say half of your reading, Aries, is very positive, and then the other half is some blockages that could have been coming back from the past. Certainly with that, what was the last thing that I talked about? The July 15th Chiron retrograde, that could definitely, be happening for a lot of people. You could be reopening a wound that didn't heal properly, that had an infection, right? These are metaphors, obviously. So, I'm not a doctor. We're not talking about the body stuff per se. So I say all of that because your third card is the Chariot in the reverse position. So you have all this beautiful momentum with the sacred union, right? Learning a craft, being open to learning, slowly moving forward, stacking your pentacles, your abundance, and then something's like, stop, kind of towards the end of the first week of July, or even the first weekend, okay? And again, if you're in the States here, right, we do July 4th celebration. So maybe it has something to do with that too. Stopping your forward momentum, making you slow down in some way. It really depends, obviously, on each individual person here, okay? But this is a stagnant energy. This is a slowing down of energy, and also having a harder time balancing the masculine and feminine energies within yourself, or the person you're dealing with, or the general situation, okay, or environment here, okay? Because normally when it's right side up, these two lions at the end of the chariot represent the masculine and feminine that we all have, inside of ourselves, okay? So again, this is a blockage, some stagnant energy, maybe just trying to figure some things out. I do want to say, as a little foreshadowing, that You only have one repeating card in this reading here, Aries, but it is the same card in the same position, okay? Um, so we will get into that in a little bit. Hold on one second, sorry. Okay, I don't know where that came from. Oof, all right, anyway, moving forward here, Aries. So then after that little small blockage or blimp, right, that slowed you down, whatever, you have this beautiful Queen of Cups upright. Okay. So this is very abundant energy, right? People look up to her. She has the support that she needs. She's sitting on her throne. She has the emotional fulfillment, contentment. Okay. And she almost, I think in this one, I'm trying to remember all the different I think this is Guinevere, like the medieval Guinevere figure. So she has like this almost poetic, dreamy quality to her, even her expression, the way that the artist depicted the card here. But it's really beautiful energy. And again, you don't have to be a female, it's just a metaphor, right? You can be a man and still have the same qualities here. Okay, but it is a nice transition, going from that blockage to then saying, okay, I'm going to get my emotions under control here. I'm going to use the support system that I have, and I'm going to figure out what makes me happy, and I'm going to go for that, okay? And manifest things. So, very nice. So, then again, Aries, you have a little bit of another blockage here. Okay, but there's more good coming, so just wait. It goes like that sometimes. Yeah, it's just like that sometimes for everybody. Okay, so your fifth card here is the Two of Sacred Circles in the reverse. Okay, so this is saying that there could be something that you're having a hard time balancing. You could be having a hard time balancing the 3D world, paying your bills, being responsible, and the 5D world of spirituality or of creative projects, creative energy. There's something out of balance here. It doesn't have to be those things. That's just an example, right? Since it is a Pentacles card in the reverse position. But also the way that it shows it here in this deck is this is the Native American card. The depiction, right? And so you see this man like summoning the magic energy of a bear, of like power, courage, right? Planning for the future, all those things. So when it's in the reverse, it could say for some of you, you're not feeling super powerful, or you're having a lack of courage with something, or a lack of planning with something. So that kind of energy, all right? But we'll get more into it in a little bit with the confirmation cards, okay? But then again, look at this amazing turnaround, okay, Aries? So your next card is the Princess of Cups upright. So remember, you go through one bad kind of warning energy or slowing down of energy, and then you pop right back up again with this more easygoing energy. Okay, so this is the Princess of Cups. Earlier you had the Queen of Cups. Okay, I think this is Morgana. Okay, so she's like the Celtic goddess of witchcraft and herbs. Right. Again, this is very similar to the circles of mastering a craft, honing your craft, okay? But also with the Princess of Cups, she's letting go of past illusions with the moon in the background. She's also controlling her emotions with the water here, and also her water. Well, it doesn't have to be water, maybe it's whiskey, whatever's in her cup, right? But her cup is upright. Okay, so again, this is very abundant for momentum energy, and she's again opening to learn. She's open to learning new things, which is very, important for manifesting whatever you want in your life, okay? For changing things, okay? Now, going forward, Aries, your seventh card, right? Because this time you have seven, just like Cancer did, is the Death card in reverse. So there is another blockage here where you or a person you're dealing with, or people you're dealing with, surroundings, right? That whole deal. Is not wanting to move forward, is denying some kind of wisdom that they already know, right? With the owl in the reverse at the bottom here once it focuses. Okay, so it's interesting because if we look back at what was on the bottom of your deck here from the what is it called? Ancestral, sorry, not astral, Ancestral Path Tarot. You had the sun upright, right, from the recent past. So this enlightenment, this useful energy, this creative spark, right? This aha moment, spiritual downloads. I finally understand something, more information in the past, and then here you are in the present. So, I'm not sure why that's going on. We have to figure out in the confirmation cards, and again, it will be different for everybody. But there's something that's having a hard time moving forward, letting go of the old, making room for the new, right? When you get the death card, obviously, it doesn't mean someone's going to die. It just means change. It means transformation. So there's a blockage. Part of you maybe doesn't want to make this change, even though you know deep down it may be good for you. Something like that. Okay. So with that being said, let's get into your confirmation cards because you have a couple extra too here. So your first confirmation card, and I think I actually put this, wait, this was over here. Hold on. Yes. And put that back up. Okay. Your first confirmation card and your repeating card is, again, the Chariot in the reverse. So we'll talk about that in a second. Your second confirmation card is Nine of Cups in reverse. Your third is Eight of Swords in reverse. Your fourth is King of Cups in reverse. And your last confirmation card is the Nine of Pentacles upright. Okay, so let's start with the Chariot. With both of them together, you can see the different way the artists depict the same energy. Okay, so the small card here that my main middle finger is on, okay, this is energy from the present. This is energy from the past, okay? So this is like, again, that thing with Chiron that I was talking about, the Chiron retrograde on July 15th, okay? Bringing up old wounds that didn't heal right, or stagnant energy that has something to do with stagnant energy from the past. It could be a memory, it could feel the same way, it could trigger you in some way, have something to do with your emotions, right? It could be that you don't want to be in your emotions, okay, because they scare you. You're having a hard time controlling your emotions, so they're all out of the place and it's slowing you down and creating a blockage, okay? So, like I think I said something similar in Cancer's reading in regards to the Chiron retrograde, or just in general. I sometimes say this in Cancer's reading because they can be, one of the stereotypes is that they're very emotional. Oh no, the focus. Hopefully it'll come back. And so, there's nothing wrong with being emotional, right? You should embrace your emotions, but there's a time and a place for it. Maybe it won't focus. But that is when you bring your emotions together and it's balanced with your not your intuition, but yes, that's important too. With your intellect, I'll just hold a card because I don't know what happens to the camera here. It seems to do that at night. There we go. So when you have your balanced emotions along with your intellect, that is the goal, right? Like you don't want to be to the point where you're numb and you have no emotions, but you don't want to be to the point where you're over emotional and you can't make decisions that are good for you or smart for you. So it's really about finding that balance, okay? And before we move forward, because I didn't even talk about what this confirmation card is confirming, which cards it's confirming, I just wanted to talk about the both of those chariots in the reverse, one from the past and one from the present. Okay, moving forward. So hopefully we'll focus here. There we go. All right, so your past chariot in reverse is also confirming the Eight of Sacred Circles, also known as the Eight of Pentacles upright, okay? So this is saying you could have used that stagnant energy from the past as a catalyst. You've done it before, you can do it again, but for some reason, towards the end of the first week of July or a weekend, you get stuck there again, okay? So again, it could be revisiting old wounds, something like that. But you can do it, right? Use it as a fuel. Take those emotions that are all over the place and that stagnant energy and get it organized. Call in a friend, your support system, whoever it is, whatever it is, and ask them to help you. Yes, right on the bell. Spirit is confirming. Ask them to help you move forward and be open to learning something new and looking at something from a different perspective. Okay. And also, when the Chariot in reverse is confirming the Queen of Cups. Yeah, she got her cup upright, right? She's saying, I'm in control of my emotions, but I'm still very poetic and I'm creative and I know what I want. I'm looking for emotional contentment, emotional fulfillment. I'm using the support system that I have, okay, but I'm still a balanced, rational person, okay? And then your second confirmation card, right? The Nine of Cups in reverse. So again, a little bit of stagnant energy. Not this card talks about not enjoying the simple things in life. When it's in a reverse position, if you're always working and you're not taking time to slow down and enjoy life, right? Like we're never promised tomorrow, so we should always enjoy something in every day as long as it's healthy, right? I mean, a little bad is okay, but you know what I mean, hopefully. All right, but when this card shows up in the reverse, it also has, I'll show it to you right side up for reference. It has this little honeybee here at the bottom of the card, okay? And so that also talks about the honeybee works for the queen, right? And so all the little honeybees, um, you know, they are part of the whole, and so they make up the whole. But individually, they have very strong individual power, but they may not realize that because they're working towards a um, combined effort, right? I guess is the way to say it. So when it's in the reverse, it could be saying for some of you that in the recent past there was stagnant energy because your individuality wasn't being felt. Somebody could have been not appreciating your effort towards something, or you didn't give yourself enough credit towards something. Okay, so that could be there. All right, and so when this Nine of Cups is confirming the Two of Cups, here you are in the present Aries saying, oh, wait, I do want to have a nice union with someone or within myself or work or friends or family, whatever. Okay. And I do want an equal give and take. So that's beautiful. Okay. And also, when this Nine of Cups is in the reverse, it could have again been a catalyst or a reminder for you to get your life more in balance, right? When I was talking about um, here with having a hard time balancing your bills, the 3D world, right? Not necessarily saying you have problems with money, but balancing all the responsibilities of this physical plane, okay, versus the spiritual plane, the more creative side to life, all right? Or having also a lack of courage with something, or not feeling your power, not feeling in your power, or not planning enough for the future with the bear in reverse. And that could be because, again, you weren't slowing down enough to enjoy all the hard work that you had been doing towards something or towards yourself, and your individual power was not being felt. You didn't feel recognized in some way, or your individuality. Okay. All right. Moving forward with all these extra cards, but good times. We have, this is a good card to have in the reverse position here, Aries. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Okay. Again, energy from the recent past where you said, I don't want to be trapped anymore. I don't want to be bound, right? I don't want to be blindfolded. Enough of that shit. Okay. I don't want anxiety, worry, overthinking, staying up late at night, exhaustion. I don't want that. I don't want my emotions to go out of control. So you let all that shit go, Aries. And that was beautiful. But when it's confirming that Chariot again in reverse, there could have been an imbalance within yourself or within yourself and others where the negative, I'm sorry, not the negative, the masculine and feminine are not inherently negative or positive. What I'm saying is the yin and yang was out of balance within yourself or the way that you were interacting with other people. Okay. But you were still trying to work on yourself and get out of that trap. Okay. Because you knew the truth that we all have positive and negative. We all have masculine and feminine, okay? Things ebb and flow, right? And so then here you go, you come out and say, yes, I am magical. I create my own reality with the Princess of Cups upright. Okay, I'm a master of my craft, whatever I do. Okay, I'm also, again, open to learning something new. I'm leveling up. I'm not a queen yet, but I'm on my way and I'm in control of my life. And I'm looking again for what makes me happy and gives me that emotional contentment, emotional fulfillment with the cup upright. All right, then where are we at? We're on your fourth confirmation card. All right. And it's basically confirming your seventh main card here, the Death in reverse and the King of Cups in reverse. So that blockage at the end of your reading where someone or yourself, Aries, didn't want to move forward, didn't want to let go of the old, didn't want to let in the wisdom if the Death card was upright with the owl at the top. Hopefully it'll focus in a moment. This camera, sorry guys. Hopefully, yeah, you can see the owl there. All right. So somebody was denying that, whether it was yourself or others or both here, Aries, okay? Denying this change, this transformation, okay? Like I said, letting go of the old, letting the old stuff die, and then making room for the new, like spring cleaning. You take out old clothes, old things you don't use anymore, and you get rid of that. And then if you bring in something new, you won't have too much shit in your house. Okay. Same thing emotionally or spiritually. You got to clean your spiritual house. Okay. But yeah, so anyway, when this Death card is right in reverse, like your blockage you're talking about, and the King of Cups in reverse, it's saying, yeah, there's just like, I feel like intuitively my guides are saying it too for someone here, some Aries here, that they're scared of their emotions. Look at all this water in both of these cards. Okay, you even see the ferryman who's supposed to take your souls to the land of the dead in the ship, okay, on the water. But all the water is like taking over and it's making you scared of your emotions, having a hard time controlling them. Again, could be that Chiron retrograde. A lot of people could be going through similar stuff during this time. And you, for some reason, not wanting to use your support system. Everyone has one, whether even if it's just one person, right? So support system, friends, family, mental health care worker, psychiatrist, social worker, spiritual guru, a priest, a grandma, whatever, old lady on the street, homeless man at the corner store, they have wisdom too, even though they're a little bit off. Whoever it is, there's somebody, right, that can help you. I'm not saying go to the homeless man for advice per se, but I'm just saying that there's somebody that can help you see something more clearly, help you pull back your perspective, okay? Because like I said in the beginning of your reading, you have all these positive steps moving forward, and then it's like, a little bit, I felt this even in the June 15th to the 30th energy for some people, that it was like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, all right? So again, that could have a lot to do with the astrology here, the Chiron retrograde. I believe too in July, like more in the future of July, we have, we have Jupiter is in retrograde, Mercury comes out of retrograde, and then it moves into Cancer. Neptune is in retrograde at the end of June, so you would still be feeling it during this time from July 1st through the 16th, whatever this reading is titled, right? So that's also something to keep in mind. And again, I always encourage everybody to look back and Google what are the dates of the last Chiron retrograde or the last Jupiter retrograde or whatever it is, okay? Because it could be collective energy. A lot of times, especially if you're watching a tarot reading, you could be an empath. You could be very empathic and feel a lot of other people's energies. So it's always good to ground yourself, and know, like, and ask yourself, wait, is this my energy or is this somebody else's energy around me? Okay. Anyway, let's go to your very last card, tarot card, anyway, here, Aries. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel, as I always say, because your last confirmation card is the Nine of Pentacles upright. And this is telling you, Aries, the way to get control of your emotions and not be scared of them and have them balanced. If you can't use a support system, even though, look at this little scribe behind her. He's like, hey girl, what do you want from the store, right? Even if you're still in some kind of denial about the people that can help you, you do have a skill, determination, and focus. Whatever you do for a living, perhaps, or your hobby, or how you help others, your friends, your family, again, whatever it is, that will also bring you through any like turbulent times, okay, to refocus and remember how hard you've worked to get to this point. And things will be brighter. You will start manifesting again whatever you want to manifest in your life, whether it's money or more time with friends or family, right? Starting a business, starting a relationship, moving, having a baby, whatever it is, okay? There is a way to get there, Aries. So just, be patient and always, again, clean your spiritual house, as I say. And yeah, you will get through it, all right? So very last but least, because where are we at on time? Oh, yeah, 41 minutes. Okay. We have your oracle cards real quick. And you did have an extra one, too. Just like Cancer, y'all trying to kill me with the readings this week. I'm like, I swear to God, if every reading is going to be an hour long, I might have to put something else in my cup here. No, I'm just kidding. But we will get through it, everybody. So anyway, your first oracle card is Forge, Don't Follow, Pave a New Path, Be the Leader You Wish You Had. All right. So that's definitely a nice message for everybody and anytime, right? A timeless message. You can see it there, right? A lot of times when you do inner child work, they'll say, if you came from a bad childhood or even an okay, good childhood, right? Be that person that you wish you had around you as a child, okay? So it could be something like that too, right? Lead by example. All right. And then you have your two little love cards here, right? Either romantic, platonic love, or self-love. All right, but your first message, oh, it's so cute. It's two little kids kissing. And it says, make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay, so there's this little boy kissing a little girl. Super cute. Yep, make the effort, okay? So make the effort in a romantic relationship, make the effort with friends or family, and always make the effort to love yourself too. All right. And then your second love message here, Aries, is passion. Passion. I'm just kidding, passion. And it says, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay. So whatever, again, makes you happy, emotional fulfillment, contentment, focus on what you want to manifest in your world. Beautiful. Okay, and your very last oracle card, it's perfect for your reading. It's a Roadrunner. Meet. I haven't had this one in a while. It's from the cartoon, if you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, it says, keep your sense of humor and don't take things so seriously. That's a great message for anyone, anytime. All right, so you can also look up, if you're interested, the shamanic meaning of a Roadrunner, the Native American power animal, okay, imagery and meanings for a Roadrunner, or just Roadrunner magic. How can I use the energy of Roadrunner to help me in my everyday life? That kind of thing. All right. So Aries, that is your reading, okay? So I'm going to take a picture like I always do, try to get everything to be on my table. I've got a lot of cards here, but I will be posting it on my Facebook page if you want to take a look at it at any time. You don't have to, of course. but you can just click in the description box below and follow the instructions there if you want to. What else was I going to say? Yeah, if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. And if you like this video and you want to, it is free. And so all you have to do is click on the bell icon in the bottom right and make sure it's active. And it'll let you know when I put out new videos. You can even select it for certain videos or all videos. I think that's still an option on there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for your energy, for your views, for your shares, for your likes, and for your subscriptions. So I hope you guys take care, and I'm probably going to end here tonight and then come back tomorrow, hopefully refreshed to continue on with Taurus. I'm going to go in the regular order this time, but feel free to join me in other readings as we all have all 12 signs throughout our birth chart. I think I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the video. I always encourage everybody to, if they haven't already, get a free birth chart online. Even if you don't know your birth time, you can still get a pretty basic one and see where your other placements are. So anyway, you guys take care, and I'll see you later. Bye.